I'm Fashion Joe, and we're going to work with Avid today, doing multicam sync and editing on the fly. So let's open up our Avid project here, which will be Crippled Son. We've got a fantastic piece that I got from a friend where he plays a parent who has to make tough decisions about the health of his two boys, and they could be crippled for life. And so it's very, very, very tense. And luckily, they shot this in multicam, and we're going to load one take. So we're going to go in our dailies bin here, input, source browser. I'm going to link all of my footage today. Desktop, projects, stream projects, Avid, multicam. Here we go. So I've got 3 shots and 1 audio to sync. I'm going to highlight all of them. I'm just going to say a link. Now it's asking me about the audio file. How do I want the start time and stuff to go? And I want it to be 24 frames per second because that's what our project is. I'll say OK to all. Now we're done with that. Now, if we look at our shots, we've got a shot of the doctor here. This is Noah, the name of the actor. Boop, 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 boop. Then we have a wide establishing 2 shot with the doctor and the patient. And then we just have one facing the patient here over the shoulder. And here's our audio. Now, this is a really cool feature because this doesn't really pop up in Premiere like this. But as of 2024, Avid made updates so you could finally see your waveforms in your source monitor. Like this was revolutionary for many, many editors. I mean, this is like, I don't know how long Avid's been around, maybe like 35 years. And this is like the freaking first time you can actually see the waveforms. Very interesting. Anyways, we got A1. Audio 1 is TRL. So that means track left, track right. We have, so these are the 2 mixes they put in A1 and A2. Then we just have the doctor's mic, the parent's mic. There was a microphone in the table plant here, and also a table boom mic. So we've got 6 different lines of audio here. And this will be good. We're mainly going to be working with 1 and 2, just writing on the mix for our initial edit. We can always match frame back and cut in the appropriate sound when we need to. All right. Going to highlight all of these clips. Right click. Going to go to group clips. Now, you can see that the start and end time codes are all pretty close. So that's telling me that the production crew did a good job of making sure audio and camera were all in sync each take. So that makes it really easy for when I'm grouping the clips right here and I go to source time code. That's all I got to hit. I hit OK. We get a new group here. And we can call this 7-1 multicam. I'm going to double click on it here. I'm also going to right click this color icon because you can just color it if you like. And I wanna. So great. This is our multicam clip, but it doesn't look very multicam. There is a quad split view. If I press this button, now I can see each of the camera takes. And you'll see this green bar at the bottom of this frame. That's telling you what camera is active. So we're going to change that around, and you can do that by holding down Shift and hitting up and down arrows. This will allow you to navigate through different cams when you're laying down your first edit. So I want to start off in a wide. And I'm going to just put in the whole clip because what I want to do, I know this is a 7.5-minute clip. It's actually a 4-minute scene. There's that many resets and line flubs that happen. So I'm just going to do a sequence edit to like make some selects, get rid of that dead space, get rid of line flubs, that good stuff. All right. Going to take the whole thing in. Home, in, end, out, splice. Great. Zoom out with command brackets on Mac, control brackets on PC. Now we see it just has this one solid shot. We also have quad split view right here for the timeline. And if we do that, once again, if I'm just holding down shift and going through up or down on my keyboard, I am changing the cam. And this is the program monitor. So you can see that it is changing each time. All right, back to the 2-shot. A cool thing you can do with Multicam is editing on the fly. So you can really just get the sense of it, of like a solid take. And I want to do that here. I want to find it right when they're about to sit down and they're shaking hands. Boom. So maybe I'll start my clip there. And what I want to do is put in some different shortcut keys. Because by default, Avid wants you to use the F keys, the function keys at the top. And for Macs, there's other functionalities I'd rather have. So I'll get the command palette up. That's Command 3 on Mac, Control 3 on PC. Multicam. Multicam 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are buttons. You can have this be an active palette, and if I just clicked on this right here, it switches the cams as well. I want to do button-to-button reassignment because I want this to be on my keyboard. I want to be able to make quick changes. To bring up our user settings, Mac, it's Command-Shift equals Control-Shift equals on PC. Scroll down. We've got keyboard settings. Let's take a look. Now, these numerics over here, I think I just want that to be where I put my multicams. So take 1, 2, 3. We don't have 4 shots, but I'm just moving 4 anyways. Okay, so now, if I'm just hitting 1, 2, 3, right? Second cams are our main one. First one's on the parent. And the third one's going to be on the doctor. So let's start on the wide, and we're going to play and cut.
Isn't it ironic that Simon is content with dying if it means that Xander will finally have a chance to be in the spotlight?
How's it ironic my son's dying?
Well, I mean, if Simon doesn't agree with this whole bone marrow transfer, then Xander will forever be in the older brother's shadow. Older brother would have given his life so that the younger brother can finally be on top. I mean, what do you think Xander's going to...
Bam, just hitting those keys, it automatically made cuts. And I know I made a lot of terrible decisions. Command bracket or control brackets to zoom in and out. Because I cut directly to where I didn't want to.
Isn't it ironic that Simon...
Because when the doctor's sitting, I want to see him say stuff. You know, the parent isn't saying anything in this particular shot. He's also out of focus. So I'm going to switch that. Once again, I don't have to do anything except for hold down shift, hit my up arrow keys. And there, it's right there. Let's rewind and see it.
Isn't it ironic that Simon is content with dying if it means that Xander will finally have a chance to...
That's right. We've got this. We can also change that to there. We've got rollers.
Isn't it ironic that...
I think I want to have him finish saying, isn't ironic. Let's move that down a little bit.
Isn't it ironic that Simon...
Cool.
Isn't it ironic that Simon is content with dying if it means that Xander will finally have a chance to be in the spotlight?
You know what? I don't even like having a cut there. I'm going to get rid of that. Carry that over there.
Isn't it ironic that Simon is content with dying if it means that Xander will finally have a chance to be in the spotlight?
How's it ironic?
Dying if it means that Xander will finally have a chance.
Now I'll take this over here. I want this to be a close-up on the parent. Let's see.
Isn't it ironic that Simon is content with dying if it means that Xander will finally have a chance to be in the spotlight?
How's it ironic my son's dying?
And then I'll switch it here to the two-shot.
Dying if it means that Xander will finally have a chance to be in the spotlight?
How's it ironic my son's dying?
Well, I mean, if Simon doesn't agree with this whole bone marrow transfer, then Xander will forever be in the older brother's shadow.
Right. And then, boom.
Bone marrow transfer, then Xander will forever be in the older brother's shadow. Older brother would have given his life so that the younger brother can finally be...
All right. Anyways, that's how you cut on the fly. That's how you get things together in Avid. I hope you guys just feel all sorts of goodness inside. And we'll edit next time.